Hello ladies and gentlemen, Scared214 here bringing you another Minecraft World War II vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the Type 7A/B German U-boat submarine. The Type 7 was a series of German U-boats that was pretty much the most widely seen U-boat during the war. It included some of the most popular submarines from basically all of the war, and some of the most successful ones as well. The Type A and the Type B, which is what we have with this submarine right here, were the earlier versions of the Type 7 submarine. This included a deck-mounted 8.8 centimeter anti-aircraft gun and a 20mm gun on the back. Later versions had more AA guns usually equipped, and even later versions removing the 8.8 centimeter deck gun. But this is the earlier version of the German U-boat for the Type 7, and it could apply to both. Basically, the main differences were internal things, such as larger fuel tanks for, basically going long ways. That B was equipped with bigger fuel tanks, so it can travel further distances and have a longer operational time, and was also equipped with 3 more torpedoes compared to the standard 11 that the Type A started with. Overall, it's a really awesome looking submarine. A lot of you guys really enjoyed it, and I posted some screenshots in the community tab, and you guys seem to really like it, and we're super excited for the tutorial for it. This is kind of like my first, I guess, boat kind of tutorial, or I guess naval tutorial. I really don't plan on doing too many big ships or anything like that on the channel, just because they take a while to record, and especially doing a 2-to-1 scale, it definitely is very difficult to record and sit down and everything like that. However, more smaller craft and stuff like that could definitely be a possibility in the future. So anyways, going ahead and taking a look at the U-boat. Right away, you can see it is equipped with a little bit of a camo pattern. Of course, this camo pattern is optional. I'll be showing you guys at the end of the tutorial how to actually put the camo pattern on. We're going to be doing it just in the standard kind of polished andesite gray color, and going back and adding the quartz later on if you guys want to add it. But anyways, taking a look at it, we have a lot of cool stuff for it. So start off with, we have the torpedo tubes up here in the front. We got the 4 tubes in the front. There should be 2 tubes on the back, though I have no idea where they're actually positioned on the U-boat. I couldn't see any pictures, get a clear idea where they were. So I don't have any tubes really visible on the back, but there would be tubes, and I just couldn't find any pictures for where they were actually located. We have the, I guess you could say, fins here on both sides here, probably for, obviously diving or elevating the U-boat, giving kind of directional control. We have just the shaping of it all the way along here, a bunch of deck details, everything like that. Go ahead and continue to work our way back. We start to get into the ballast tanks, which stick out the side here, kind of prominent, and kind of stick out a lot more compared to the hull. So pretty cool. Right here we have our first gun, which is the 8.8 centimeter naval gun for anti-air. Looks really nice. It has a lot of good detail on it, so that's a pretty nice build in itself right there. Continuing on, we have the conning tower, which has all the I guess radar equipment and the periscope and all that fun stuff. So that's pretty much what's going on up here, and the hatch to get down into the U-boat. Continuing on, we have the 20 millimeter anti-aircraft gun mounted on the back here. Nothing too special with it. We also have the Nazi Germany flag that would be flying here. I couldn't really make it any better than this with the scale I was working at with the flag, but just imagine that's kind of like the Nazi Germany flag there, or at least an attempt at it. That pretty much does it for the conning tower. Pretty simple with that, and from that point on, we just have our basically body float all the way to the back here. Continue on, and we have our propellers, or basically our more of these kind of fins that stick out the side here, I guess stabilizers in a way, and also our rudders and everything like that. But overall, that's pretty much the U-boat, the Type 7A/B U-boat for the German Kriegsmarine. Definitely a really cool design, and definitely something very different for the channel, and something that you guys will probably all enjoy. This was voted on by you guys to be the 16,000 subscriber special. It's a little late, but it is here, so thank you guys all again for 16,000 subscribers, and hope you guys enjoy this huge build. I can already tell you guys now this is probably going to be a pretty long tutorial, so feel free to take breaks in between, and you know, all that fun stuff. We'll be using my standard method of doing half on camera, half off, just to speed the tutorial for myself. But that does mean that you guys can expect it to take you a little bit longer than the actual video length. So be sure to take your time, and it is a big build, and make sure you're very paying close attention to details, because these little details could mess you up with your build completely. So very important. But anyways, good luck, guys, and let's go and move into the tutorial by start off with our first layer, layer 1. Alright, so before we go ahead and get started with layer 1, I want to go ahead and quickly mention that if you guys are interested in having this thing kind of floating in the water, or kind of at the surface, I should say, maybe in dry dock, or maybe just in, you know, basically in a harbor, docked up, the way to do this is we will need to make sure that we have a certain amount of clearance between our first layer and the top of the surface to make sure that this sits right. This layer right here is going to sit a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 blocks below the surface of the water. You can see right here this row 3, a blue wall representing the surface of the water. Again, this is going to sit 8 blocks down from this row right here, 7 blocks in between the surface layer of water and this layer right here. So make sure you guys have that positioned right. If you're off by 1 or 2 blocks, it's not going to really hurt you that much, but you definitely want to make sure that it's about this much underwater to make it look right when it's sitting in port. Once you have that all sorted out and that figured out, we can go ahead and begin with this tutorial. So to start off with, we're going to go ahead and basically build our center line down the ship, and this is all we're doing for layer 1. Pretty simple. It's probably going to be our easiest layer for this entire build. We're going to start off with going ahead and placing down a row of 5 of stone brick top slabs. This is located somewhere near toward the front. You'll notice that there's still a good amount of space here that we will need for the submarine to fit. So just kind of give you guys a general idea, it's located right here. So you can see we still have this whole chunk of space that's going to be sticking out here. So make sure you guys give yourself plenty of space. After that, we're going to go and place down a row of what is going to be 74 cyan stank clay blocks going down all the way down the center here, like this, toward the back. And again, this is a row of 5 of stone brick top slabs, and then a row of 74 of cyan stained clay. You guys can obviously use gray wool, whatever materials you'd rather use, but I'm going to be using cyan stained clay for the main part of the hull that's typically underwater. Once you guys have that done, that's going to do it for layer 1, or easiest layer of the build. And with that, we can move on to our next layer, layer 2. Alright guys, move on to our next layer. We have layer number 2. This right here is where we start to get into my building technique of basically building my larger builds by building half on camera, half off. What this basically means is I'll be building the left side of the ship, and I'll be letting you guys build the right side. For the most part, this ship is an exact copy. Once we start to get up to the top deck and the conning tower, it's a bit different, and I will be discussing that later on once we get to that. But for the beginning, or pretty much for most of the layers here, we're going to have basically full symmetry. So we're just going to go ahead and build one side, and I'll allow you guys to copy the other side over. It's faster for me, and it just, you know, makes it a lot easier so I can make sure I don't make any mistakes and make it accurate. And all you guys need to do is copy it over the other side, and especially if you guys have rolled edit, it will speed that process up quite a bit. So to go ahead and get started, we remember from our first layer here, we had this row of 5 here stone brick top slabs. We're going to go ahead and place down a row of 5 of cyan stained clay on top of them. We then want to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4 more cyan stained clay blocks that sticks past this row, just like that. And then we're going to place down 4 stone brick top slabs coming off of those cyan stained clay blocks toward the front. So again, you have your row of 5 here of stone brick top slabs. You have a row of 4 cyan stained clay that sticks past them, and also a row of 4 here of stone brick top slabs that comes past these cyan stained clay blocks. After that's all finished there, we're also going to take our cyan stained clay. We're going to place down a row of cyan stained clay all on our previous row right here. So it's going to be a row of 74 that goes all the way back here to this back section. Only difference is on the second row up, we're going to place down a stone brick upside down stair coming off that row like that on the end. So if we go ahead and count how many cyan stained clay blocks here, just to double check and make sure that we're on the right page, we should have a total of 83 cyan stained clay blocks going toward the rear. Once that's all finished there, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to the sides here, and we're going to go to these stone brick top slabs up here in the front of the ship. We're going to place down a stone brick top slab coming off of both sides here, basically of the stone brick top slabs. We're going to place down a stone brick top slab on both sides. We then want to place down a long row of stone brick top slabs back. So we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, and 79 stone brick top slabs back. We're going to double check our count here to make sure we're correct, and you can see we have 79 stone brick top slabs going back. On the end here, you should have a total of 5 science snakeway blocks that are past the stone brick top slabs, and then the upside down stair on the end. So go ahead and check that to make sure you guys are correct. Anyways, since we're back here in the back, we're going to start off by going to our next row out. So for this, we're going to go ahead and go to the basically the third stone brick top slab from the last, or fourth, I should say. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. This stone brick top slab here, we're going to place down one more coming off of it, and we're going to place down a row that goes toward the front. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, and 61 stone brick top slabs going toward the front. If we go ahead and double check our count here to make sure that we are on the right page, we should have a total of 61 stone brick top slabs. Going ahead and looking at the front here, we should have a good amount of stone brick top slabs sticking out past this. So you can see we have this row of stone brick top slabs that's sticking out past this row 2 here. We can go and just count these stone brick top slabs to make sure we're correct, and we should have a total of 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 stone brick top slabs going toward the front. Looking at it from above, you should have something that looks just like this. And you're going to take that same side we just did here on the right side and flip it over to the left side. Once you guys are done with that, that is going to do it for layer 2. With that, let's move on to layer 3. Alright guys, move on to our next layer. We have layer 3. So for layer 3, we're going to go ahead and get started by going up to the front here. We're going to go ahead and go to this row 4 of stone brick top slabs. We have sticking out, kind of continue this pattern going up, basically for the angle here for our hole. We're going to place down a science snakeway block on top of the stone brick top slab on the very tip here. We're then going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 science snakeway blocks coming off that science snakeway block. So you have a row 5 here with 1 block on this stone brick top slab, and a row 4 sticking out past the stone brick top slab here. On the very end of this row 4 here, or should I say row 5 is science snakeway, we're then going to place down 3 stone brick top slabs like that on the ends. After that's done right there, we want to go ahead and work our way to the sides here. So we're going to go ahead and place down a stone brick top slab coming off the third stone brick top slab for the front here on both sides, and then we're just going to place down a row of 1 and 2 back, followed by 1 and 2 stone brick upside down stairs. After those stone brick upside down stairs, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 science snakeway blocks, and then we're going to place down 2 stone brick, or we're going to do that. Yeah, we can actually do that. We're going to place down 1 and 2 stone brick top slabs coming off those first 2 science snakeway blocks, and then a stone brick upside down stair coming off the third one. After this stone brick upside down stair, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 stone brick upside down stairs going back like so. We can go ahead and also do this section up here for the little fin piece here. So for this, very simply, we're going to place down a stone brick top slab coming off this one up here on the front. So we have a row 5 of stone brick top slabs that's going to go across here. We're then going to place down a stone brick top slab coming off this one right here, followed by 1 and 2 more stone brick top slabs out to the side. After that's done, we're going to go ahead and go back from the stone brick top slab. We're going to place down 1 more back and also 1 more out like that. Continuing on, we're going to go ahead and go from an angle from this stone brick top slab, place down 1 more that goes back, and another stone brick top slab that goes out to the side like so. From this stone brick top slab here, we're going to place down 1 and 2 more stone brick top slabs back. We then want to grab ourselves stone slabs. We're going to place down a stone top slab here, followed by 1 and 2 brick slabs, and then another stone top slab like so. Come off these 2 stone brick top slabs toward our kind of like, I guess, kind of our part here, our fin here. We're going to go ahead and place down 2 stone slabs, come off those 2 stone brick top slabs there. We then want to place down 1 stone slab back on both sides, and then we're going to place down 2 stone brick slabs there in the middle. Go ahead and go back for the stone brick slabs in the middle. We're going to place down 1 and 2 stone brick slabs, followed by another row of 2, and then a row of 2 of stone slabs like that going back. We're also going to grab ourselves some iron bars and go for the stone brick top slabs on the side here. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3, and actually 4 iron bars that go back like so. So you should get something that looks just like this for the front here. Shaping, and you can kind of take a look at it and see how that's positioned. So something just like that. After that, we're going to go back here to this row of stone brick stairs we were working on. We're going to place down a row of science stake clay after these stone brick stairs. So we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, and 74 science stake clay blocks back. Let's just go ahead and double check our count here. We should have a total of 74 science stake clay blocks going back. Once we have that all complete, we're going to go ahead and go to our third science stake clay block here from the front. So we're going to place down a stone brick top slab cut off of it, followed by 1 and 2 more stone brick top slabs after it. After we have that done, we're going to take stone brick stairs. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 upside down stone brick stairs. We want to grab our science stake clay blocks again. We're going to go ahead and place down a row of science stake clay. So along here, after the stone brick stairs, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and actually we're going to do 58. We're then going to place down 2 stone brick upside down stairs like this, and actually, my bad, I believe it's, it's 2 stone brick upside down stairs, followed by 2 stone brick top slabs like that. Just to double check our count here of science stake clay, we should have a row of 58 like so. Going back here to the science stake clay block, after that we're going to place down a row of 2 of stone brick upside down stairs, followed by a stone brick top slab. Behind the stone brick stairs and the stone brick top slab, we're going to place down a row of 3 of science stake clay. After we have that done, coming off the science stake clay, we're going to place down a row of 3 of stone brick top slabs. In between those stone brick top slabs, we're going to place down a row of 3 of science stake clay, and then we just want to place down 1 stone brick top slab coming off that row of 3 of science stake clay there in the middle, to kind of bring it to a point there on the ends. We will also want to go ahead and take our blocks. We're going to want to go ahead and kind of basically create a space back. So we're going to work our way back. We're going to go ahead and start off by going to the stone brick top slab. We're going to leave a space of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14, and 15 blocks back. So a space of 15 between this stone brick top slab. And then on the end here, we're going to place down a stone brick top slab, followed by a stone brick half slab, a science stake clay block, stone brick half slab, and then a stone brick top slab that kind of comes off at an angle from the stone brick half slab right there to both sides, so it kind of looks something like that, and from the side here like that. And we can just go ahead and delete this row of placeholder blocks. Again, that's 15 blocks in between the stone brick top slab here and the stone brick top slab back there for the back. And then we can just go ahead and remove it. And so we get something that looks just like this for layer 3. Once you guys have that done for layer 3, we're going to go ahead and move on to our next layer, which is going to be layer number 4. Alright guys, move on to our next layer. We have layer number 5. So for layer 5, we're going to go ahead and start off by going up to our front here again. We're going to start off by placing down 2 science stake clay blocks on these 2 stone brick top slabs that stick down on the end here. So 2 science stake clay blocks on top of those 2 stone brick top slabs. Coming off these 2 science stake clay blocks, we're then going to place down 1, 2, and 3 more science stake clay blocks with a stone brick top slab coming off the end there like that for the front. After we have that done, we're going to take cobblestone walls. We're going to place down 3 cobblestone walls on these last 3 science stake clay blocks in the row of 5, leaving a space of 2 from the front. After those cobblestone walls, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 science stake clay blocks back. We're going to go ahead and take our cobblestone walls again. On the last 2 science stake clay blocks, we're going to place down 2 cobblestone walls. Go back from the cobblestone walls. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 science snakebait blocks going back. We're also going to go and place down a row of 3 of cobblestone walls coming off those 3 science snakebait blocks right there. After that's done, we're going to go from the cobblestone walls. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 science snakebait blocks back like that. We then want to grab ourselves stone brick top slabs, and we're going to place down a row of 3 of stone brick top slabs on the last 3 science snakebait blocks. Coming off those stone brick top slabs, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3 stone brick upside down stairs that should be in line with these stone brick upside down stairs from the previous layer. After that's all done right there, we're going to go back up here to the front section here. We want to go ahead and place down an iron bar that's going up from this row right here. So we're going to place down one more iron bar that goes up like so. Alright, so after this iron bar right here, we're going to go ahead and place down a block. After the iron bar, we're going to place down one iron bar that goes toward the inside, come off the side of the block. We're going to delete this block, and go back from this iron bar, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 iron bars back from it to give you a row of 7 of iron bars like so along the side here. We also want to go ahead and go up here to the corner here of our front stabilizers. We're going to place down an iron bar, come off this stone brick top slab, and we're going to go ahead and place down another iron bar over this empty space like so. After that's all done there, we're going to go back to the stone brick stairs right here. We're going to place down a row of science snakebait block, or back. So we're going to go ahead and place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, and 59, and 60. I'm going to go double check the count here because I think I may have messed up, but we should have a total of 59 science snakebait blocks in this row. So 59, not 60, my bad. So from the stone brick stair here, a row of 59 of science snakebait blocks, and it should end basically next to this first stone brick upside down stair here. After that row of science snakebait, we're going to place down a row of 4 of cobblestone walls that comes off of it on the end. We then want to go to the inside on top of the stone brick stairs. We're going to place down a row of 4 of science snakebait blocks on the inside here next to those cobblestone walls. After those science snakebait blocks there, we're going to place down 1 and 2 more that stick out past the cobblestone walls like that. We're going to follow that up by placing down a stone brick upside down stair, followed by a stone brick corner stair, and then a stone brick top slab after the corner stair. On the inside here of the corner stair and the top slab, we're going to place down 1 and 2 science snakebait blocks, followed by one more science snakebait block that sticks out past it, like so. After those 3 science snakebait blocks, we're placed down a stone brick upside down stair, followed by a stone brick top slab. On the inside here of the stone brick stair and the top slab, we're going to place down a row of 2 of science snakebait to fill that space. Coming off the row of 2 of science snakebait, we're going to place down another stone brick upside down stair, followed by a stone brick top slab. Behind this second science snakebait block, so fill in the space in the middle here, we're going to place down a science snakebait block here. It's going to be on top of this empty space right here. So science snakebait block, one more that goes back, a stone brick upside down stair in between these 2 stone brick top slabs, and then 2 stone brick top slabs coming off that upside down stair for the rear. After that's done, we're going back to this section here. So coming off this stone brick top slab here, going toward the basically going toward the hull of the submarine. We're going to place down a stone brick half slab and a stone brick top slab at an angle like that. We also want to place down another science snakebait block on top of this one right here. We're going to go ahead and place down 2 blocks out to the side placeholders, and we're going to place down a sandstone top slab on both sides like that. Start there for our propeller, and we can go and delete those blocks. After that's done there, we're going to go ahead and place down a stone brick slab going up and at an angle from this top slab here. And then go back from the slab, we're going to place down 2 science snakebait blocks like so. We're also going to take some stone buns and place down a row of 2 stone buns on the side here and also on this side as well to give you something that looks just like that. Once you guys have that all done, that is going to do it for layer 5. And with that, we can go ahead and move on to our next layer, which is going to be layer number 6. So moving on to our next layer, we're going to actually move on to layer 5 this time. I was getting a little bit ahead myself, so sorry if I confused you with saying layer 5, moving on to layer 6. Always look in the top left-hand corner, that'll show you what layer we're on, even if I say something in here that is accurate up in the top left-hand corner. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue on. So start off with, we're going to go ahead and go to this stone brick top slab on the very end here to place down a science snakebait block on top of it, followed by one more that sticks out past it like so. After this cyan snakeway block on top of the stone brick top set, we're going to place down 4 more cyan snakeway blocks to go back like so. Coming off those 4 cyan snakeway blocks, we're going to place down a row of 4 of cobblestone walls, so you get something that looks just like that from the side there. After that's done, after the cobblestone walls, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 cyan snakeway blocks back. We're also going to go ahead and place down a row of 4 of cobblestone walls along the side here of these cyan snakeway blocks. After that's done, we're going to go ahead and go to the cobblestone walls again. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 cyan snakeway blocks back like that. We're going to take our cobblestone walls and place down a row of 4 along these 4 cyan snakeway blocks like so. After that, coming off the cobblestone walls, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 cyan snakeway blocks back. We're going to go ahead and again place down a row of 3 of cobblestone walls coming off the last 3 cyan snakeway blocks there. After that, after these cobblestone walls here, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, and 71 cyan snakeway blocks going back. Let me just go ahead and double check our count here to make sure we're correct. And we'll see 71 cyan snakeway blocks to go back like so. Going back up here to the front real quick, we're going to go ahead and continue this section up here. So from this iron bar right here, we're going to place down a placeholder block. So I'll just grab some wool just to kind of show it a little bit better. We're going to place down a block on top of that stone slab right there. We're going to place down an iron bar on top of that block. We then want to go and go from this iron bar. We're going to go back, place down a placeholder block, and then another iron bar that goes back at an angle. So something kind of like that on both sides here for this line of cable. After that's done, we want to go ahead and go to this row of iron bars here. We're going to go and place down a block on top of the last one right here on the end. So just like this, we're going to place down a iron bar that goes back like so. We then want to go ahead and go in and connect up to these cyan snakeway blocks where we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 iron bars just like that to connect up. Or actually, that's actually a row of 4. So a row of 4 of iron bars along the side there, like that to connect our rigging to and our cables. So we get something that looks like that from up above. After that, we want to go ahead and also place down a row that kind of comes off this cyan snakeway row of blocks here. So we're going to go ahead and count from the front here. We're going to go ahead and go to our 15th cyan snakeway block back. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. On our 15th cyan snakeway block, we're going to place down a cobblestone wall that comes off of it, like so. We're then going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 cobblestone walls that go back like so. After those cobblestone walls, we're going to take our stone brick stairs. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and 36. Upside down stone brick stairs right along those cyan snakeway blocks. And just to double check our count here, we can see that there are 36 cobblestone or stone brick stairs going back. After there are 36 stone brick stairs, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 cobblestone walls right along the side there. Once that's all finished there, we're going to go off this row of cyan snake clay. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 cobblestone walls that go back like so. On the inside here of our cobblestone walls, we're going to place down a row of 5 of cyan snake clay all on the side of them. Then come off those cobblestone, or the cyan snake clay blocks right here in this row of 5. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 more cyan snakeway blocks that go back, so you should have a total row of what is going to be 13. We then want to go to the inside here of this space of 2 right here. We're going to place down 2 cyan snakeway blocks just like that. After we have that all finished, come off the row 2 here of cyan snake clay, we're going to place down a stone brick upside down stair like so, followed by a stone brick quarter stair, and then a stone brick top step like that. In between both sides here, we're going to have a row 3 of cyan snake clay in between the stone brick upside down stairs and the stone brick top step. So just a row 3 of cyan snake clay in between it to fill in that space like so. Lastly, coming off the set, or basically coming off the middle cyan snake clay block, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 cyan snake clay blocks back like that. Coming off the sides here, Near the actual part of the hull here, we're going to place down a stone brick upside down stair, a stone brick quarter stair, and a stone brick top slab, like that for that right there. Going back to this section here, we do have a lot of our propeller stuff kind of going on here, and rudder and all that stuff. So go ahead and get started, coming off of our last cyan stank clay block in this row, which should stick out to past this kind of pillar right here of cyan stank clay. We're going to place down a stone brick top slab on the side here, followed by 1, 2, and 3 cyan stank or stone top slabs, and then a stone brick top slab on the end. After that, we're going to place down another row of 4 here, or basically a row of 4 here of stone brick top slabs on the row directly in front of it, like that. After that's done there, we're going to place down an upside down sandstone stair, which is going to be on top of this sandstone top slab, like so. Behind that sandstone stair, we're going to place down a row of stone brick top or stone top slabs that's going to connect all the way up to the cyan stank clay block for a total of 14. Going back to this section here, we also want to go ahead and grab ourselves end rods. We're going to place down 1 and 2 end rods coming off that stone brick top slab right there. We also want to go ahead and place down a placeholder block right here coming off this stone top slab. We're going to place down a skeleton skull coming off that block. We're going to break the block and then place down an end rod right behind the skeleton skull like that on both sides. And then lastly, on the back here, we're just going to go take our cyan stank clay. We're going to place down a row of 2 on top of this one right here. And we're just going to place down stone buttons on the sides here, like we did for the previous layer there for our rudders. Once we have that all done, that's going to do it for layer 5. And with that, we'll now move on to layer 6. Alright guys, so moving on to our next layer, we go ahead and move it on to layer 6. For layer 6, we're going to go ahead and start off by taking our cyan stank clay. We're going to place down a row of 9 here of cyan stank clay. It's going to stick out 1 past the front right here. So you can see from the previous row, it's going to stick out 1 past, and there's going to be 8 more cyan stank clay blocks directly behind it to give you a row of 9. Once you have that done, we're going to go ahead and place down a stone slab block on either side of the 9th block back, followed by a row of 1 and 2 cyan stank clay blocks right behind it. We're also going to place down a stone button on this stone slab full block right there, and those are going to be the first set of torpedo tubes located right here. You should also see that this stone slab full block is going to be 1 more block back from the cyan stank clay block from the previous row. So it should look something like this from the side here is what you want to have right here. After we have that done, we're going to go and take our cobblestone walls. We're going to place down 2 cobblestone walls off these 2 cyan stank clay blocks, a cobblestone wall off of this stone slab block, and we also want to place down 1 more that sticks out past it like that on both sides. After that's done, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 cyan stank clay blocks back from this row of 4 of cobblestone walls. We want to go ahead and go to the last 4 cyan stank clay blocks. We're going to place down a row of 4 of cobblestone walls along the side of them. After that row of 4 cobblestone walls, we're going to go take our cyan hardened stank clay. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 cyan stank clay blocks back, and we're just going to place down a row of row of 3 here of cobblestone walls on top of these ones from the previous layer, like so. After that's done, we want to go ahead and go to these iron bars right here. We're going to continue this up like so. So basically, like we did last time, we're going to go ahead and place down a block that's going to be coming off the side here of this iron bar. We're going to place down one iron bar on top of that block. And then we're just going to go ahead and go to this cyan stank clay block here, place down an iron bar like that to connect it up. So you get something that looks like this, and you should have something that looks like that from up above. After that's all done there, we're going to go ahead and go back to these cobblestone walls right here. We're now going to take cyan stank clay blocks. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18 cyan stank clay blocks back. On your last 7 cyan stank clay blocks back, or cyan stank clay blocks here, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 cobblestone walls. Coming off of them. Then after these cobblestone walls, we're going to take our cyan stank clay blocks again, and we're going to go and place down a long row that goes back. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, and 44 cyan stank clay blocks back, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4 cobblestone walls after that. After that's all done right there, we also want to go ahead and go to our row of cyan stank clay here. We're going to go ahead and go to the 7th block back from these cobblestone walls right here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this block right here, we're going to place down a stone brick top slab that comes off the side of it, like this, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26 more stone brick top slabs. So it should give you a row of 27 along the side here, just like that of stone brick top slabs. After that's all finished there, we're going to go ahead and go back here to these cobblestone walls. We want to go ahead and take our cyan stained clay. We're going to place down a row of 4 of cyan stained clay across the inside here of those cobblestone walls. After those cyan stained clay blocks, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 cyan stained clay blocks back, followed by a row of 6 here cobblestone walls. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 cobblestone walls going back like so. On the inside here, these cobblestone walls, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 cyan stained clay blocks back. Come off those second stained clay blocks. We're going to go and take more cyan stained clay blocks and go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 blocks back, just like that. We then want to go ahead and place down 2 stone brick upside down stairs like this, followed by a stone brick top slab. We're going to go ahead and actually change this stone brick upside down stair here to a stone brick quarter stair, like so. On the inside here of this quarter stair and the top slab, we're going to place down 2 cyan stained clay blocks, followed by 2 more that stick out past the top slab here. After that, we're going to place down another stone brick upside down stair, come off this row of cyan stained clay, followed by another stone brick quarter stair and another stone brick top slab. Again, on the inside here of the stone brick quarter stair and top slab, we're going to place down 2 cyan stained clay blocks, followed by 1 more that sticks out past this stone brick top slab. After that, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing again, a stone brick upside down stair, stone brick quarter stair, like so, and a stone brick top slab. In between the quarter stair and the top slab, we're going to place down 2 cyan stained clay blocks. And then we're going to go ahead and place down a row that goes back. We're going to place down a row of 5 cyan stained clay blocks that go back from the stone brick top slab right here, followed by a stone brick upside down stair at the very end. So this stone brick, or the cyan stained clay, should come out to this point right here, and have a stone brick top slab or upside down stair that comes off like so. Once you have that done, we're going to go to our runners here. We're going to place down another row of 2 of cyan stained clay on top of them, followed by again stone buttons on both sides like that. After that's all finished there, we're going to go ahead and go to our props here. We're going to place down a stone brick stair with its back facing toward the middle here of the submarine. And we're going to place it on top of this first stone top slab right there. We then want to place down a sandstone slab on top of this sandstone upside down stair, followed by a sandstone upside down stair on both sides of this sandstone slab, like that for the propellers. Once you guys have that all done, that is going to do it for layer 6, and with that we'll move on to our next layer, which is going to be layer 7. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 7. For layer 7, we're going to go ahead and start off by taking cyan stained clay blocks. We're going to place down 1 more cyan stained clay block on top of this one right here for the previous layer. We then want to place down a cyan stained clay block that comes off of it toward the front, so you get a kind of, staircase pattern like that going toward the front. After that cyan stained clay block there, we're going to place down 3 more that go back, so you have a nice row of 5 here. On these last 3 cyan stained clay blocks from the front, we're going to place down a row of 3 cobblestone walls along the side here. We then want to take our cyan stained clay blocks, we'll place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 cyan stained clay blocks back like that. On our last 4 cyan stained clay blocks, we're going to place down a row of 4 here of cobblestone walls. We also want to take stone buttons, and we're going to place down 2 stone buttons on these 2 cyan stained clay blocks right there. Alright, so after those 4 cobblestone walls, we're going to take our cyan stained clay. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 cyan stained clay blocks back. After that's done, we're going to take cobblestone walls. We're going to place down a row of 4 of cobblestone walls, come off the last 4 cyan stained clay blocks. After those cobblestone walls, we're going to take cyan stained clay blocks. We're going to go ahead and go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And actually 10 cyan stained clay blocks back. We're going to go ahead and go to the last 7 cyan stained clay blocks here. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 cobblestone walls along the side there. After that's done, we're going to go ahead and go after these cobblestone walls. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cyan stained clay blocks going back. We're going to go ahead and go to the last 2 cyan stained clay blocks and place down 2 cobblestone walls coming off of them. Come off those cobblestone walls, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 stone brick, cyan stained clay blocks going back. We then want to go ahead and go to the last 2 cyan stained clay blocks. We're going to place down 2 stone brick upside down stairs coming off of them, followed by 2 stone brick top slabs coming off the next 2 going toward the front. After that's done, come off these stone brick stairs here. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, and 30, Yep, 33 cyan snake weight blocks. So if you just go ahead and double check our count here, we should have a row of 33 cyan snake weight blocks. After that, we're going to place down 1 and 2 stone brick upside down stairs, followed by 2 stone brick top slabs. On the inside here, in between these stone brick or on the inside here, the stone brick top slabs, we're going to place down 2 cyan snake weight blocks. After those cyan snake weight blocks, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 cyan snake weight blocks going back, followed by 1, 2, and 3 stone brick or cobblestone walls going back as well. On the inside here of the cobblestone walls, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 cyan snake weight blocks. We're then going to place down an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 cyan snake weight blocks. So you have a nice row of 9 here of cyan snake clay. After those cyan snake weight blocks, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 cobblestone walls going back like so. On the inside here of the cobblestone walls, we're going to place down a row of 7 of cyan snake weight blocks. We then want to place down one more cyan snake weight block here after that, so you have a nice row of 8. We're then going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4 of stone brick stairs, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 cyan snake weight blocks going back. We then want to place down 2 stone brick upside down stairs, followed by 1, 2, and 3 cobblestone walls. On the inside here of these cobblestone walls, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 cyan snake weight blocks, followed by 1 and 2 cyan snake weight blocks going toward the back. After that, we're going to place down another stone brick upside down stair, followed by a stone brick upside down corner stair come off the stair. On the inside here of this corner stair, we're going to place down a cyan snake weight block, followed by 1 and 2 more that go back, so you have a nice row of 3 here. Come off this second cyan snake weight block, we're going to place down a stone brick stair like that, so it kind of connects up with this one right here for a brace for the props. Coming off this third cyan snake weight block back, we're going to place down a stone brick upside down stair, followed by a stone brick corner stair and a stone brick top slab. In between the corner stair and the top slab, we're going to place down a row to a cyan snake weight, which is going to be right in the middle there. And cut off that row to a cyan snake weight, we're going to place down 2 stone brick top slabs toward the rear like so. We then want to go ahead and place down a cyan snake weight block on top of this one right here for the rudders, and a stone brick stair on top of the second one. We're then going to place down a stone button on both sides of this block, just like that on both sides, so you get something that kind of looks like that all the way around here for your props, rudders, and all that fun stuff. Once you guys have that done, that's going to do it for layer 7 of the build. With that, let's go ahead and move on to our next layer, layer 8. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 8. So for layer 8, we're going to go ahead and get into the pretty much the last layer before we start to get into the actual colored portion that would kind of stick up above water and all that stuff. So pretty cool. Anyways, to go ahead and get started with this layer, we're going to go ahead and start off by placing down a cyan snake weight block that kind of comes off this one right here, and get at that staircase-like pattern. After this, after this roll right here, this cyan snake weight block right here is going to come off like that. So you have a kind of a row 4 here, this staircase type pattern going all the way up. So once we have that situated, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 cyan snake weight blocks after that one. So you have a row of 10 here. We then want to go ahead and go to the 10th cyan snake weight block back. We'll place down a stone slab on both sides, followed by a stone button, and there should be a row 3 of cyan snake weight blocks. Again, this count right here in the middle is 10, so you should have a row 3 of cyan snake weight blocks right here before this stone slab full block. After the stone slab full block, we're going to place down a row of 2 of cyan snake weight blocks. We then want to grab ourselves cobblestone walls, place down a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4 cobblestone walls along the side here. After those cobblestone walls, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 back. On your last 4 cyan snake weight blocks, we're going to place down a row of 4 of cobblestone walls coming off of them. After those cobblestone walls, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 cyan snake weight blocks back. We want to go ahead and real quickly place down a row of 12 of cobblestone walls along the side here. So starting the last one here, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 cobblestone walls right along the side here. So a space of, or basically 4 cyan snake weight blocks stick out past them. After that, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3 cyan snake weight blocks after those cobblestone walls. We then want to place down a stone brick stair on top of that cyan snake weight block, so on both sides there. Behind the stair, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 cyan snake weight blocks. Coming off the last 2 cyan snake weight blocks here, we're going to place down 2 stone brick half slabs, just like that. So it's going to be on top of those 2 stone brick top slabs there. And then after those stone brick half slabs there, we're going to take cyan snake clay. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 37 science take weight blocks back. Let's just go and double check our count here. Make sure we are accurate. And we do have 37 science take weight blocks back. After those blocks there, we're going to place down 2 Stonebrick half slabs. On the insides of these half slabs, we're going to place down 2 science take weight blocks, followed by 1 and 2 more that go out to the side. After those 2 science take weight, or after this row of 4 here, science take weight blocks, we're going to place down a row of 2 Stonebrick half slabs. Again, going to the inside of these Stonebrick half slabs, we're going to place down a row of 2 science take weight blocks. Come off those science take weight blocks, we're going to place down an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 science take weight blocks to give you a row of 10 right here. After that row of 10 of science snake clay, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4 cobblestone walls. On the inside here of the cobblestone walls, we're going to place down a row of 4, row 4 there of science snake clay. After the science snake clay blocks, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 some more science snake clay blocks to give you a row of 9. After that, we're going to place down a row, come off the science snake clay, a row of cobblestone walls that's going to go back quite a bit. So we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 cobblestone walls going back. On the inside here of the walls, we're going to go ahead and take science snake clay and place down a row again to match it, so a row of 16 here of science snake clay blocks. After that row of 16, we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 more science snake clay blocks on to give you a nice row of 21 here of science snake clay. After that's done there, we're going to go ahead and take our stone brick stairs. We're going to place down 2 stone brick ups downstairs, come off those science snake clay blocks. We then want to place down a cobblestone wall, which is going to be on top of the science snake clay block here, and then a stone brick top slab coming off that cobblestone wall. Next to the cobblestone wall and the stone brick top slab, we're going to place down 2 science snake clay blocks on the inside here to kind of fill that space in. After that, we're going to place down a row of 3 of science snake clay, so it's going to all go all the way across like so, followed by a second row of 3. Come off the middle, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 more science snake clay blocks come off the middle block, followed by a stone brick upside stair. And then come off these 2 blocks here, we're going to place down 2 stone brick stairs, so 1 and 2, just like that, so we get something that looks just like that for the back. You have these 2 rows of 3 here, stone bricks up 2 stone brick stairs with science snake clay blocks in between it, a science snake clay block that sticks out, and a stone brick stair like that for the rear. Once you guys have that all done, that is going to do it for layer 8, and with that, we'll move on to our next layer, layer 9. Alright, so real quick before we go ahead and move on to layer 9, I want to make one quick adjustment to layer 8. Now, for some reason with the finalized version I had transferred over here, it did not have the anchor positioned on the right side, and the anchor is only on the right side of the U-boat. For some reason that was not on the ship, so I went ahead and edited it off camera, and edited it back, I should say. And we're going to make the quick adjustment to kind of fit this in on the right side. Now note, this is only on the right side of the U-boat, so we're not going to be putting it on the on the left side. We're just going to put it on the right side. Alright guys, so real quick before we go and move on to layer 9, I want to make one quick adjustment to layer 8. Now I realized that for some reason when I transferred the final version over here, it did not have the anchor anymore. The anchor is positioned on the right side, or the starboard side of the U-boat. For some reason it wasn't transferred over, so I went ahead and added it back onto our finalized version. We need to make one quick adjustment to layer 8. Now, note this is only on the right side, so you're not going to put this on the left side. This is one of the differences that I was talking about that we'll get into, where something is not the same on both sides. So to add this spot in for the anchor, it's very simple. All we need to do for this section is we're just going to go and break these 2 cobblestone walls, so it's right here by our torpedo tube on the right side. We're going to break those 2 cobblestone walls there. We're going to break these 2 science snake clay blocks, and we're going to go ahead and in the place down 2 stone brick stairs facing each other like that. Behind that, we're going to place down a row of 2 of science snake clay, just like that, and that's going to pretty much do it for this first part right here, and you'll see we'll start to create the little position there that the anchor is going to sit. I do apologize for missing that, or having that mistake, but just make that quick adjustment and you guys will be good to go. We can proceed on with our next layers, which move on to our next layer. We're going to move on to layer 9. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 9. So for this layer, as I mentioned earlier, this kind of layer right here is going to be the layer that's going to be our first part that's going to kind of stick out the water if this thing is, up above and pretty much water level. So this is our first kind of layer out of water. And this is the layer that the camo will start to take effect in. But again, as I said, I will be doing the camo kind of separately in its own separate part once we finish the ship altogether. Anyways, to go ahead and get started here, we're going to go ahead and place down a stone brick stair that kind of comes off this cyan snakeway block and kind of like that continued slanted angle. So a stone brick stair like that, followed by 1 and 2 more stairs after it. So you create these little gaps in it like so. After those 3 stone brick stairs, we're going to place down 3 polished andesite blocks with a row of 3 of cobblestone walls. Once that's complete, we're going to go ahead and basically, do the same thing. So cobblestone walls, and then we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, and 3, and 4 polished andesite blocks back from those cobblestone walls, followed by a row of ladders. If you guys are on the right side here, building the anchor, we're going to need to place down a row of 3 of cyan stained clay. So it's going to be right in the middle here, basically behind these stairs right here. So basically around top of these blocks, row 3 of cyan stained clay. And we're also going to place down a cyan stained clay block over here, kind of over this space, behind the stone brick stair. Now, once we get to this section here, we're going to need to go ahead and grab ourselves an anvil, and also grab ourselves a skeleton skull, and also some nether brick slabs. We're going to place down an anvil, which is going to be on this cyan snake block right here. So we're going to place down an anvil. We're then going to place down a wither skeleton skull coming off of it, followed by another brick top slab to the right of the anvil, and also another brick slab coming off this cyan snake block to the left of the anvil. We're also going to take a polished andesite block. We're going to place down a polished andesite block on top of that cyan snake block like so, and it's going to have a cobblestone wall that comes off the side of it. And this is on the right side and the right side only. If you're over here on the left side, you're going to place down a total of 3 more polished andesite blocks back from this row 4 of polished andesite with the ladders on it. We're then going to place down 3 cobblestone walls coming off those polished andesite blocks. Coming off the cobblestone walls here, we're going to place down a polished andesite block, followed by a row that's going to go back. So it's going to be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9 blocks back, and then we're going to place down a row of 4 of cobblestone walls on the last 4 polished andesite blocks. Over here on the right side, it's a bit different. We're going to go back from this nether brick top side. We're going to place down polished andesite. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So it's going to be 1 less than this row over here. And we're going to place down our cobblestone walls in the same location on the last 4 blocks like that. So you can see here the difference. It's nothing too major, but you can obviously tell that this side is different from the other. And here's a little bit of an aerial view from it, how it's supposed to look. But for the most part, from here on, the 2 layers are going to be symmetrical to each other. After these 4 cobblestone walls, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 polished andesite blocks. We then want to place down a stone brick stair like this, followed by another stair facing the stair. We're going to place down a stone brick half slab, followed by a stone brick stair facing this direction, another stair facing it, stone brick half slab, stair coming off the stone brick half slab like that, and another stair facing it, so something like that. And then we just want to go and grab ourselves some gray wool. We're going to place down a row of gray wool on the side there of those stone brick stairs. After that's done, come off the back of this polished andesite, or this stone brick stair, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 polished andesite blocks. We're going to grab ourselves cobblestone walls and place down a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4 cobblestone walls going back. We will also need to go ahead and add a cyan stained clay block underneath this cobblestone wall right here, and same thing over here, add 1 more polished andesite block, or 1 cyan stained clay block under that cobblestone wall right there. Once that's all complete, we're going to take our cyan stained clay. We need to place down a long row that goes back. So from our polished andesite here, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and we're going to place down 50. Let me just go and double check the count here of this cyan stained clay, and we do have 50 cyan stained clay blocks back. After our 50, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 polished andesite blocks back. We're going to go ahead and put a pause on this section here, and we're going to go ahead and go back up, and we do have to put the sides here, the ballast tanks on, so we're going to go and work on those. So after these cobblestone walls right here, we're going to place down a row of cyan stained clay. So if we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, and 46 and 47 back. We're then going to place down a row of 3 here of stone brick stairs, and then a row of 3 of stone brick half slabs like that. and that's going to do it for this row here. We have one more row we have to take out to the outside, so we're going to go ahead and start off by going to this side and stake wave block right up here in the front. We're going to place down a stone brick half slab coming off of it, followed by one more back. We then want to place down a row of 4 of stone brick stairs, so 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone brick stairs, and then we're going to take our side and stake wave and place a row that goes back. So we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and 33 side and stake wave blocks back, followed by a row of 3 of stone brick half slabs to finish that off. Once we have that all complete, that is going to do it for the ballast tanks, and we can go back here to this row of polished andesite and continue this row of polished andesite. So after this row of polished andesite, we're going to take cobblestone walls. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 back. We're going to go to the inside here and place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 polished andesite blocks. After that row of 7 of polished andesite blocks, we're going to add on some additional polished andesite blocks. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22 polished andesite blocks back from that row of 7, which should give you a total of 29 for this row right here. After that, we're going to place down 2 more cobblestone walls coming off this row of 29 of polished andesite. We're going to place down 2 polished andesite blocks on the inside here of those cobblestone walls, followed by 1 and 2 more that go back on top of these stone brick upside down stairs. We're then going to place down a cobblestone wall on both sides, a polished andesite block in the middle, and a stone brick stair that's going to be on top of that upside down stair like that for the back. Once you guys have that all complete, that is going to do it for layer 9. With that, we'll move on to our next layer, which will be layer 10. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to our next layer, we have layer 10. For layer 10, we have a lot going on here, and it's our pretty much last layer before we start to get into some of the top deck detailing. So we're getting close to finishing this build off, but we still have quite a ways to go. This layer is going to be a little bit extra longer because we do have to fill in a good section of the inside. You know, the whole few layers we've been doing have been pretty much hollow, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult to, do this layer. It's going to be a little bit more, well, not really difficult, but a lot more time consuming. So to go ahead and get started here, we want to place down a polished andesite block that's coming off this stone brick stair like that, so it's going to come off at an angle. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 polished andesite blocks after that row. We then want to grab ourselves gray wool, so this row right here is going to be a total of 6. It's going to take on 1 past the stone brick stair. We then want to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 gray wool blocks. We're then going to place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 science stake plate blocks. This will be part of our anchor again, and we'll touch back on that in a second here. After we have that row of science stake plate blocks, we're going to place down a long row of gray wool. I'm just going to go ahead and real quickly count this out so that, obviously it's going to take you guys some time, so you may need to pause the video here, but it's going to be a long row of 119 gray wool blocks to fill in this space right in here. It's going to go all the way back here to this back point right here. We're going to place down a polished andesite block on top of this one right here, and that's going to finish off this center line for the U-boat. Again, that's 119 blocks long, and it should end 1 block on the end here before the very end, and you should be able to place that polished andesite block like that for the back. So once we have that all finished up there, we are going to go ahead and start working on our sides here. So we're going to start off with cobblestone walls. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 cobblestone walls. Come off these 3 polished andesite blocks right here. We're then going to place down a polished andesite block, followed by a stone brick stair facing that direction like so. We then want to place down 1, 2, and 3, and 4 polished andesite blocks after that stair right there. And when we get to this section here, it's going to change up a little bit. So on the right side, we're going to focus on this side first. We're going to need to go ahead and head over here, grab ourselves some nether brick stairs. What we want to do for this is we're going to go ahead and place down another brick stair on top of this nether brick top slab here. We're going to leave this space open. We're going to place down another science stake block right here on top of this one, and another brick stair on top of that nether brick top slab there. After that's done right there, we're just going to place down a polished andesite block on the back of this nether brick stair like so. Over here on the right side, or the left side, sorry, it's a little bit different. So we're going to place down, so we have these 4 polished andesite blocks right here. So from the stair, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So instead of having 4, like we do on the right side, we're going to have 7 that go back, followed by a row here of cobblestone walls. So a row of basically 3 here of cobblestone walls on these last 3 blocks of this row of 7. And then we're going to place down a polished andesite block on the back of this cobblestone wall, and this is where we're at on both sides. So we have polished andesite block on both sides. So after this polished andesite block, we're going to go back 1, 2, 3, and 4 more blocks, followed by a stone brick stair and another stone brick stair facing it. After we have that done, we're going to take our polished andesite blocks, and we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 back from that stone brick stair. We're going to grab ourselves cobblestone walls next to the stone brick stair, and these 3 polished andesite blocks, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 cobblestone walls that go back. Once that's complete there, we're going to place down a stone brick stair like this after the cobblestone wall. We're going to place another stone brick stair facing that stair, followed by another brick slab. Stone brick stair after that slab like this. Another stone brick stair, so a repeating pattern kind of like we did down there. We're then going to place down another brick slab, or sorry, a stone brick slab, stone brick stair like this, stone brick stair facing that stair, another brick slab, stone brick stair two stone brick stairs facing each other, another brick slab, 2 stone brick stairs facing each other, another brick slab, and 2 stairs facing each other. So basically, if you did this right, it should end on top of this first cyan statement block with a stone brick stair. So you get something that kind of looks like that going along the side there. After that's done, on the back of this stone brick stair, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 polished andesite blocks, and we also want to take our cobblestone walls, and we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4 cobblestone walls along the stone brick stair and these 3 polished andesite blocks. After that's done there, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves stone brick top slabs. We're going to go off this this cobblestone stair, or cobblestone wall. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 of these stone brick top slabs back. Let me just double check our count. Yep, 10 back like that. After those stone brick top slabs, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 cobblestone walls coming off of them. And on the inside here, we're going to take our polished andesite blocks and place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 polished andesite blocks. After that, those polished andesite blocks, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, or my bad, just 19 stone brick top slabs. Let me just double check the count. Yep, 19 stone brick top slabs coming out those polished andesite blocks. We're then going to place down a polished andesite full block here, followed by a stone brick stair, another stone brick stair facing it. We're going to do the kind of repeating pattern we've been doing. Stone brick stair, 2 stone brick stairs facing each other, stone brick stair, 2 stone brick stairs facing each other, stone brick stair, 2 stone brick stairs facing each other, stone brick slab, 2 stone brick stairs facing each other, stone brick slab, and 2 stairs facing each other. So it should end right here, one before this last polished andesite block. So just like that. And then behind the stair, we're going to place down a polished andesite block like so, followed by 1 and 2 cobblestone walls. Behind those cobblestone walls, we're going to place down 2 polished andesite blocks like so. After that, we're going to place down another 2 polished andesite blocks come off these ones right here, followed by 2 polished andesite blocks that come out and connect to these cobblestone walls. And coming off this polished andesite block here, we're going to place down a stone brick stair like so, with a sign coming off of it. And we also want to grab ourselves a skeleton skull and place down a skeleton skull coming off this polished andesite block out to the side there like so. After that's done, come off this polished andesite block right here, these 2 right here, we're going to place down 1 and 2 and 3 more cobblestone walls going back, and on the inside, of course, we're going to do what we've been doing. We're going to place down a row of 3 of polished andesite on the inside. After that's done, we're going to take our stone brick stairs. We're going to place down 2 stone brick stairs facing each other, stone brick slab, 2 stone brick stairs facing each other, stone brick slab, 2 stone brick stairs facing each other, just like that. So a bit of a shorter row right here, and that's going to do it like that. So should be something like so. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 blocks filled up like that. We're then going to place down a polished andesite block behind the stair. So we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 polished andesite blocks back, followed by 1 and 2 cobblestone walls. Of course, like we've been doing, in between these cobblestone walls, we're going to place down 2 polished andesite blocks. We're going to place down 2 more that go back from those polished andesite blocks and a cobblestone wall like this on both sides of this polished andesite block for the very end there of the tip. Once we have that done, it is up to us now to go ahead and fill in all the space on the inside of the hull with gray wool. We're going to fill this completely all in so we create a nice solid base to it, and you'll see why we're doing this a little bit later. Technically, we don't need to fill up everything at the very tip of the sub. We can leave that hollow, but for just the sake of the tutorial, it's a little bit easier just to fill it all in now, and like this. So I'm going to go ahead and do this a little bit off camera, but you get the basic idea. You want to fill this all in so you get a great filled in space for the base of the sub. So I'm going to fill that in real quick, I'll see you guys in a sec, and then we'll move on to our next layer. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 11. For layer 11, we're going to start to get into a bunch of the deck details. For the most part, this layer is going to be completely symmetrical, so we do not have to worry about anything like that. But our next layer, we will have some asymmetry that will start to come into play that we need to be sure that we're aware of. Anyways, we'll get to that when we basically get to that point. For now, let's go ahead and continue on with the tutorial. So, to go ahead and get started here, we're going to go ahead and do our center line like we've been doing. So to start off with, we're going to place down a polished andesite block on top of this right here, and we're going to make another row of 6 of polished andesite on top of this previous row. So another row of 6, just like that. After that, we're going to go place down a row of 6 of gray wool. We then want to place down a cyan stained clay block. This is going to be right above here, and this will be visible from the outside. So we are going to, this is part of the anchor place, or the anchor position, so that is going to be open, so make sure it's like that. After that, we're going to place down a row of what is going to be 27 gray wool. That's going to go back. We're going to place down an iron trapdoor on the top level, not on the bottom level of the block, but on the top level. We're then going to place down another gray wool block, followed by 3 iron trapdoors, 2 polished andesite blocks, 3 gray wool blocks, 3 polished andesite blocks, a row of 22 gray wool blocks, 3 polished andesite blocks, a gray wool block, 2 iron trapdoors at the top level, 3 polished andesite blocks, 3 iron trapdoors at the top level, a gray wool block, 3 iron trapdoors at the top level, gray wool block, 3 iron trapdoors at the top level, gray wool block, 3 iron trapdoors at the top level, gray wool block, 3 iron trapdoors at the top level, gray wool block, 3 iron trapdoors, 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 2 gray wool blocks, 2 iron trapdoors, a gray wool block, iron trapdoor, stone brick stair, a daylight sensor on the ground, stone brick half slab, 2 daylight sensors, a stone pressure plate, stone brick top slab, and 2 stone pressure plates going back like so. So you should get a center row that's going to basically be all the way along here. It will give us a nice base to work off of for the rest of this. Just another little thing that might help you guys. We have kind of this repeating pattern here, so I just want to give you a total of how many rows of 3 of iron trapdoors we're going to have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 of these rows of 3 with the cyan stained clay blocks in between them, so you guys can get a better idea of where they kind of are ending. And you can see the end kind of around where this cobblestone wall is, this long row right here, ends right about here in this section right there, so you can kind of get an idea on where exactly this is supposed to go to and everything like that. Anyways, going back up here to the front, it's time to work off to the sides now. So for this, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 3 of cobblestone walls along this row of 3 of polished andesite, or these last 3 polished andesite blocks. We're then going to place down 1 and 2 polished andesite blocks, but going back, we're going to place down a stone brick upside down stair like this, followed by a stone brick stair like so. So you get a little pattern that looks like that on the side. After that, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 polished andesite blocks back. Once we have that done, we're going to go ahead and just continue this on down to start continuing our space. So we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. Gray wool blocks back should end around where this center row ends. We're then going to place down an iron trapdoor on both sides of this iron trapdoor. We're going to place down a gray wool block, followed by an iron trapdoor, again on both sides here. We then want to place down a polished andesite block, followed by 1 and 2 more that go back. We're then going to place down an iron trapdoor, polished andesite block, 1 and 2 iron trapdoors, followed by 1, 2, and 3 polished andesite blocks. So you're going to get this 3x3 square here. This is where our deck gun is going to be located. After that, we're going to place down an iron trapdoor, followed by a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21 gray wool blocks back. Let me just go and double check the count here. Yep, so 21 gray wool blocks back. We're then going to place down 1, 2, and 3 polished andesite blocks back, a gray wool block, We then want to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 iron trapdoors back, followed by a gray wool block, followed by 1, 2, and 3 iron trapdoors back, a gray wool block. We're going to go ahead and again place down 1, 2, and 3 iron trapdoors back, a gray wool block, 1, 2, and 3 iron trapdoors, gray wool block, 1, 2, and 3 iron trapdoors back, gray wool block, for this point here, we're going to place down an iron trapdoor, then we're going to place down a gray wool block, and then an iron trapdoor. So you're going to see here that you have 4 of these like 3x3 squares here of iron trapdoors, because we're going to do this other line over on the other side, and then we start to get into this different pattern here as it kind of, the whole kind of squeezes together a little bit more as it works its way back. After this iron trapdoor here, we're going to place down a gray wool block, and then we're going to place down a iron trapdoor, gray wool block, iron trapdoor, gray wool block, iron trapdoor, and gray wool block, iron trapdoor, 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 and gray wool block, iron trapdoor, and we're going to place down gray wool block, iron trapdoor, gray wool block, and an iron trapdoor. So a very long repeating pattern here going all the way to the back, and this pattern is going to end once we get to the stone brick stair here. We're going to place down a stone brick stair, again on both sides, a daylight sensor off the stone brick stair, a stone brick slab, followed by a daylight sensor, stone brick slab, iron trapdoor, stone brick stair on both sides of the stone brick top slab with their backs facing toward it, and then we're going to place down a row stone pressure plate on both sides, and just like that. And that's going to do it for that row next to the center line. Go back up here to the front. We're going to go ahead and go to the 4 polished andesite blocks, so the last 4 in this row right here. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 cobblestone walls next to them like so. And we actually want to go ahead and go to this polished andesite block, and we're going to go ahead and actually break it so you have something that looks just like that. After that's done right there, after the cobblestone walls, we're going to place down a stone brick stair, followed by another stone brick stair facing it, and then a stone brick upside down stair, or actually, sorry, my bad, a stone brick top slab, just like that. After that's done, we're going to take polished andesite. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 polished andesite blocks back. We're going to take our gray wool. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 gray wool blocks back. This is our second row from the middle now, so we're going to place down a polished andesite block, gray wool block, polished andesite block. We're going to go ahead and grab ourselves iron trapdoors again. We're going to place down 2 iron trapdoors, go back, polished andesite block, 2 iron trapdoors going back, a gray wool block, 2 iron trapdoors going back like this, a gray wool block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 iron trapdoors go back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 gray wool blocks, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 iron trapdoors go back, gray wool block, iron trapdoor, 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 and a gray wool block. You'll see once we get to this section here where these polished andesite blocks try to just kind of like cross or kind of are diagonal from each other, we're going to end right when we get to that section there. After that, we're going to go take our polished andesite blocks. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25 polished andesite blocks back. We're going to place down a stone brick stair again on both sides, so we'll get a row of 5 here. We're then going to place down a stone brick half slab, followed by a stone brick stair again on both sides, and a stone brick half slab coming off the front of that stone brick stair. That's going to do it for this row here. For our next row out, we're going to go ahead and go back up here to the front. We want to go ahead and go to our last 4 polished andesite blocks, and this row is 7 here. We're going to place down a row of cobblestone walls right next to it. After that, we're going to take our polished andesite. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 polished andesite blocks back. We then want to place down 1, 2, 2, and 3 iron trapdoors back, polished andesite block, and an iron trapdoor. After that, we're going to place down a gray wool block, followed by 2 iron trapdoors, a gray wool block, and then we're going to go ahead and place polished andesite. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, and 45 polished andesite blocks back, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 cobblestone walls after that row. Once that's done right there, we're going to go ahead and go to our next row out, which is going to come back here to this section. We're going to go ahead and go to the second to last polished andesite block and place down a row of 4 cobblestone walls, which are basically going to be around top of this row of 4 right here. We then want to place down a polished andesite block on top of the stone brick top slab, and we're going to go back to this polished andesite block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We then want to take our cobblestone walls, and after that row of, what is going to be a row of 10 here of polished andesite, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 cobblestone walls on the side there, just like that. Once you guys get that done, you should get something that looks just like this for the deck layout. So something just like that. And everything like that. I told you it's going to be a little bit of a long layer, a little bit tedious and stuff like that doing it. But once you get it together, it's going to make the next few layers a lot easier. Anyways, with that, that's good for this. That's it for this layer. Let's go ahead and move on to our next layer, which is going to be layer 12. Real quickly before we move on to our next layer, layer 12, I want to go ahead and add some stuff onto layer 11. I kind of forgot to add these on. It's pretty small, a little detailing that is pretty easy to miss if you're not paying attention. So what we want to do is you want to go ahead and go to these polished andesite blocks on the side here. We're going to place down a row of stone buns on them like that. Again, it's a really minor detail, but it just adds a little bit of texture to the side here. And we're also going to go ahead and go to the side here. We're going to go ahead and go to our 5th polished andesite block on the side here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're also going to place down a row of stone buns. This row in total is going to be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 stone buttons. So where we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So let's go ahead and add those stone buttons on both sides there, and you'll be pretty much good to go for layer 11. With that, we can now move on to layer 12. Alright guys, move on to our next layer. We have layer 12. So layer 12 is going to be a little bit of a tricky layer because it's a little bit different on both sides, so it may be a little bit confusing, but I'm going to do my best, obviously, to walk you guys through it. So anyways, we're going to go and start off by going to the front here. We're going to place down a row of 5 of polished andesite. Again, this block right here, and the front's going to be on top of the block that was previous to it, so it's just going to be a nice row like that on top. After that, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 cobblestone walls on the last 2 polished andesite blocks. In the middle row right here, which we should actually probably go ahead and do first, we're going to place down a gray wool block in between the cobblestone walls. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 of these gray wool blocks back. So you're going to get yourself a row in total of 9. After that row of 9, we're going to place down a stone brick stair, followed by a stone brick slab after the stair. We're then going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 of these daylight sensors. We're then going to place down a cobblestone wall, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone brick slabs, a stone slab block, or stone slab half slab, followed by a daylight sensor, stone slab, 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone brick slabs, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of these daylight sensors. After that's done, we're going to go ahead and work our way out to the side now. So after this row of 3 of cobblestone walls here, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, and 3, and 4 of these polished andesite blocks. We're going to go ahead and place down a upside down stone brick stair, like this on the side here, like that, followed by a regular stone brick stair after it, like so. We then want to place down 1 and 2 polished andesite blocks coming off the stair, followed by a stone brick stair coming off the polished andesite block in line with this one right here. We then want to go ahead and place down a stone brick slab. That's going to be on both sides like that, followed by a row of 1 and 2 daylight sensors. Over here on the right side, we're going to place down a cobblestone wall. Or sorry, on the left side, we're going to place down a cobblestone wall. Over here on the right side, we're going to place down a daylight sensor. Over here on the left side, we're going to place down a stone brick slab. Over here on the right side, another daylight sensor. Over here on the left side, a cobblestone wall. Over here on the left side, or the right side, another daylight sensor. We then just want to place down 1 and 2 daylight sensors back. So from this cobblestone wall, we're going to place down 2 more that go back on both sides, like so. On both sides of this cobblestone wall, we're going to place down a stone brick slab, followed by 1, 2 of these daylight sensors on both sides. On the left side, we're going to place down a stone brick slab. On the right side, we're going to place down a daylight sensor. After that, we want to go ahead and place down this section right here, which is a little messed up for some reason. We want to go ahead and go over to the right section here. On the right side, we're going to place down, we're going to leave this space open, and then we're going to place down a cobblestone wall that goes back like so. Over here on the left side, we're going to place down 2 stone brick slabs in spot. After this cobblestone wall, we're going to place down a stone slab like this. Over here on the left side, we're going to place down a cobblestone wall. On either side of this daylight sensor right here. We're then going to place down a stone brick slab over here on the left side after this cobblestone wall. Over here on the right side, we're going to place down a a daylight sensor like that. After that's all done right there, we're going to place down a stone brick slab, both sides here, followed by a row of 2 daylight sensors on both sides, a stone brick slab on both sides, a daylight sensor on both sides, stone brick slab on both sides, and then a row of 3 of daylight sensors going back like so. After that, we're going to go ahead and go to our next row out to the side. We're going to start off by taking a skeleton skull. We're going to place it on top of this last cobblestone wall, this row of 4. We then want to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 stone brick slabs back. Over here on the left side, we're going to place down a stone slab. Over here on the right side, we're going to place down a stone brick slab. Continuing on, we're going to place down a daylight sensor over here on the right side. Over here on the left side, we're going to place down a stone slab like that. Continuing on, we're going to go ahead and place down a daylight sensor again on the right side here, followed by another stone slab on the left side. After that, we're going to place down a stone brick slab on both sides, followed by 2 daylight sensors back, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 stone brick slabs going back like that. So you have something that looks like this so far for the top. After that's all done right there, we're going to go ahead and go to this polished andesite block right here after the cobblestone walls. We're going to go ahead and place down a stone brick slab on the right side, followed by a stone slab block on the left side. We're then going to place down a stone brick slab on both sides, a stone slab on the left side, stone brick slab on the right side, a stone brick slab on both sides, stone slab on the left side, and a stone brick slab on the right side. And we're just going to take our stone brick slabs now and run it all the way back here to its in row with this row right here. So just like that all the way back. Once we get to this section here, we have a little bit of stuff that's different on both sides here again, and some stuff that's the same. So to go ahead and get started, we're going to go ahead and take our stone pressure plates, and we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 2 on top of the polished andesite block and a gray wall on both sides here. We're going to place down a row of 7 of pressure plates all the way across. Again, a row of 2 on both sides here. And this is where it's a little bit different. So on the left side, we're going to place down a stone pressure plate on top of this polished andesite block. We're then going to place down a redstone repeater like that, if it's not just flicked out to the side. A stone slab coming off of it, followed by skeleton skulls around the stone slab like that. Over here on the right side, it's a bit different. We're going to place down in a row 2 of stone pressure plates right here, and then a row 2 after that, like so, going back. Once that's done, we're going to place down a row of 3 of pressure plates across these 3 gray wool blocks right here. We're then going to place down a polished andesite block that's going to be in the center of this 3x3 square we have right here. We're going to place down a polished andesite block in the center. Stone brick upside down stair come off the front of the stair, so our deck gun's going to be facing that direction, so we're going to place down a stone brick stair coming off of it like that. We then want to place down a stone brick regular stair coming off the polished andesite block toward the rear of the sub, followed by a stone brick stair like this on both sides of the polished andesite block, and then a iron trapdoor like that on both sides of this upside down stone brick stair. After that's done on both sides, we're going to place down a row of gray wool, or not gray wool, stone pressure plates. We're going to go back to this section here on this gray wool block in the center. After this stone brick stair, we're going to place down a gray wool block, or a stone pressure plate, and then we're going to place down a row of 7 of stone pressure plates across like so. For this section here, we're also going to place down a row of 3 of stone pressure plates across just like that. We then want to go ahead and work a little bit on our conning tower outline. So for this, we're going to place down a stone brick stair after this stone pressure plate. So you should have a row of basically a space of 3 between the deck gun and the start of the conning tower. We're going to place down 3 polished andesite blocks behind this stone brick stair. To the sides, we're going to place down a stone brick stair on both sides of this first polished andesite block. We're going to place down a stone slab full block on both sides of the second polished andesite block. And then we're just going to place down our polished andesite block on both sides of the third one. Go back to this polished andesite block here. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 polished andesite blocks back like that. And we're going to take our cobblestone walls and we're going to place down 1 and 2 out to the side just like that. Now this right here is where it's a little bit different depending on which side you're working on. So over here on the right side, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 polished andesite blocks back, followed by a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these cobblestone walls go back. And actually, we're going to go ahead and go 6 back and another polished andesite block. So you can see right here in this row, after this stone slab full block, we have a row of what is going to be 10 polished andesite blocks on the right side here. And we have a row of what is going to be 8 cobblestone walls. Over here on the left side, it's a bit different. We have this part that kind of sticks out a bit. So for this, what we want to do is you want to go ahead and place down 2 cobblestone walls. So we're going to go ahead and go 4 blocks back from this stone slab full block. We're going to place down 2 cobblestone walls. After those 2 cobblestone walls, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 polished andesite blocks, followed by a cobblestone wall, and then a polished andesite block on the inside here next to the cobblestone wall. Going back from this this polished andesite block right here, we're going to go ahead and place down 1 back. It's going to go on both sides here, so it's going to come off this polished andesite block and also off this one. We then want to place down a cobblestone wall after this polished andesite block on both sides, a polished andesite block in between the cobblestone walls, 1 more polished andesite block back, and then a cobblestone wall back like so. So you should get something that kind of looks like this so far from up above. Now over here on the left side, we're going to place down a row of 2 here of cobblestone walls next to these first 2 polished andesite blocks. And we also want to go ahead and grab ourselves a skeleton skull, and next to on the 4th polished andesite block in this row of 5, we're going to place down a skeleton skull, followed by another skeleton skull on this cobblestone wall, and then a end rod in between them. Going over here on this side, we're going to go ahead and just place down the skeleton skulls and stuff like that in the same spot. So we're going to go ahead and go to this last cobblestone wall here, place down a skeleton skull, end rod coming off of it, and a skeleton skull on this cobblestone wall like so. Once we have that done, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves stone pressure plates. And we want to go ahead and set up the sides here. So on the right side, we're going to take our stone pressure plates, run along the polished andesite blocks, just like this, all the way along the side here. And it's going to go pretty much all the way, and then after these, or it's going to go all the way to these skeleton skulls. And after the skeleton skulls, we're just going to place down 1 more after them. Over here on the left side, we're going to place down stone pressure plates on top of the polished andesite blocks all the way to the cobblestone walls. We're going to place down 1 in between the cobblestone wall and the skeleton skull, and 1 right here between the skeleton skull, or after the skeleton skull, like so. After that, we need to go to the sides here, back up here to kind of our section here where the guns are. We're going to place down a stone brick slab on top of this polished andesite block, followed by a stone brick top slab after it. We're going to place down an end rod, followed by a cobblestone wall. We're going to place down 2 end rods, cobblestone wall, 2 end rods, cobblestone wall, 2 end rods, a cobblestone wall, 2 end rods again, a cobblestone wall. We're then going to place down a stone brick stair like this, followed by a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 end rods going back like that. We're then going to go ahead and go in at an angle. We're going to place down a end rod right here over this space, and then a stone brick stair after it like so. That's going to be the same thing on there on both sides. After this stone brick stair, we're going to place down a stone pressure plate, followed by a cobblestone wall, followed by a stone pressure plate, and then another stone brick stair, just like that. In this space in here, on top of all these gray wool blocks in the middle, we're going to place down stone pressure plates on top of here. We have this 3x3 square here. In the very center, we're going to place down a stone slab, followed by a skeleton skull around the sides here of it, and then a redstone repeater after the stone slab, like that, for another hatch. And then we just want to place down a row 3 of stone pressure plates across the gray wool blocks. For this section here, we're just going to go ahead and place down stone pressure plates on any gray wool blocks on top of them. So any gray wool blocks that are exposed on the top, we're just going to place down stone slab or stone pressure plates on top of them like that to kind of fill them in like so. When we get back here to this section, so it's our last kind of one of these, so it's like an H shape, we're going to place down a stone brick stair on top of this gray wool block right here. And that's pretty much it for that. And then we're going to go ahead and, again, on these gray wool blocks behind it, place down our stone pressure plates. For the sides here, we're going to go ahead and take our stone pressure plates. We're going to place down a row along the polished andesite blocks. So just like this, going all the way to the back. And then when we get to this section here, we're also going to go and take our stone pressure plates and go back. This time a certain amount, so we're going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We're going to place down a cobblestone wall, a stone pressure plate, cobblestone wall, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone pressure plates going back. After that's done there, we're going to place down a stone slab coming off this stone brick stair here at an angle, and another stone top slab, this time coming off that stone slab like so. Once you guys have that all done, that's going to do it for layer number 12. And with that, let's go ahead and move on to layer 13. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to our next layer, we have layer 13. For layer 13, what we want to do to get started is we're going to go ahead and place down a row of stone pressure plates on top of these 2 polished andesite blocks here at the front. After that, we're going to place down a stone brick slab, followed by 2 stone brick top slabs after that stone brick slab. We then want to place down a stone brick slab on, both sides of the second top slab, like so. On top of this gray wool, we're going to place down a stone pressure plate. We then want to place down a row of 3 stone pressure plates across. When we get to this section here, we're going to place down a stone pressure plate in the middle, followed by a stone brick stair on both sides. After that, we're going to place down another row of 3 of stone slabs across. After that, we're going to go ahead and place down a stone brick top slab in the middle here, followed by a pressure plate on both sides. After that, we're going to place down a stone brick slab. After that stone brick top slab, again a stone brick slab on, or stone pressure plate on both sides. In the middle here, we're going to place down a stone pressure plate, followed by a light gray carpet on both sides. A row of 3 of stone pressure plates, and another row of 3 after that, just like that. After that's all done there, we're going to place down a skeleton skull, or one on each of these cobblestone walls right here. On top of this cobblestone wall right here in this section, we're going to place down another cobblestone wall on top of it, followed by 2 stone brick top slabs on either side of it. Continuing on, we're going to place down a stone brick slab on top of this cobblestone wall on the left side. This cobblestone wall is going to be left alone, like so. Working our way back, we have pretty much nothing to do here until we get to the gun. So for the gun itself, we're going to place down a stone brick stair on top of this stone brick upside down stair. We're going to place down a end rod that comes off of both sides of the stone brick stair, and we're also going to place down an end rod that comes down like this, from kind of connecting to that end rod in a sort of way. After that, behind this stone brick stair, we're going to place down a iron trapdoor, followed by a gray banner, light gray banner, on both sides of the iron trapdoor. After that iron trapdoor, we're going to place down a stone brick upside down stair with a stone brick top slab on the back there, and that's going to do it for this second layer there for the gun. After that, go to the sides here. We're going to go ahead and continue the railings along the side. So after this stone brick half slab, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stone brick slabs going back like that. So this is going to be a row of, I believe, 10 stone brick slabs. We're then going to place down 8 upside down stone brick stair like that on top of that cobblestone wall. After that, we're going to place down 1 and 2 end rods, followed by a stone brick stair like so. After that's all done, come off the stone brick stair, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 end rods going back like that. We're going to go ahead and go in at an angle again, just like we've been doing. And we're going to place down a row of 1 and 2 end rods, just like that. After that, top of this stone pressure plate here, we're going to place down a stone brick stair. So that's what our 2 end rods right here are going to connect to. We're also going to place down a cobblestone wall on top of this one, followed by another stone brick stair on the back of it, like that for this section here. When it comes to basically working on the center section in here, we're going to go ahead and place down a iron trapdoor on top of this polished andesite block in the center here, this section that kind of pops out here in the front. We're then going to place down a stone brick slab after the iron trapdoor, followed by a polished andesite block. We then want to place down a light gray carpet on both sides and a cobblestone wall on either side of this polished andesite block. After we get that done, over here on the left side, we're going to start off with that. From this cobblestone wall right here, we're going to place down a total of 3 polished andesite blocks. Come off these 2 polished andesite blocks here to place down a row of 2 of stone brick stairs. After those stone brick stairs, we're going to go ahead and place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 polished andesite blocks back. We're going to place down 2 more cobblestone walls on top of these 2 right here. And we're also going to go ahead and place down skeleton skulls on basically on top of the blocks from the previous layer. So 1 on top of this polished andesite block, an end rod, 1 skeleton skull on top of this cobblestone, or on the side of this cobblestone wall after this row of 5 here polished andesite. After that, we're going to place down a row of 2 polished andesite on top of this row right here. There, a cobblestone wall on top of this one, 2 polished andesite blocks on top of these 2 right here, and a cobblestone wall to kind of finish that off right there. For this section here, we're going to go ahead and pretty much copy the same thing we did right here. So on the right side, we're going to place a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 polished andesite blocks back from this cobblestone wall right here. On the end here, we're going to place down a cobblestone wall on top of this one, and we also want to place down a row of cobblestone walls on top of the ones for the previous layer. We also want to go ahead and go to these cobblestone walls on the ends here. We're going to place down another row, or another kind of section here of skeleton skulls, and another end rod going up like so there for one of the ladders. After that's done, that's pretty much good for this section. We're going to go ahead and go all the way back here to the back section back here. On top of these 2 cobblestone walls, we're going to place down 2 stone brick stairs with their backs to each other like that. We then want to go ahead and go to these stone slabs. We're going to place down a stone slab coming off this one right here, followed by a stone brick upside down stair, and another stone top slab coming off the stone brick stair like that. After you guys have that all done, that's going to do it for layer 13. With that, let's go ahead and move on to layer 14. Alright, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 14. For layer 14, we're going to go ahead and start off by going to this stone brick top slab here to place down an iron trapdoor on top of it. Get off the iron trapdoor to place down a stone brick slab, followed by a stone brick top slab, and then a polished andesite block that's going to kind of be in the space up above in between these stone brick stairs. On both sides of this polished andesite block, we're going to place down a skeleton skull on both sides. We then want to continue on placing a stone brick half slab cut off this polished andesite block, and that's going to kind of do it for this front section here, just like that. After that's all finished right there, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some light gray carpet. We're going to place down a row of 3 of light gray carpet on top of these cobblestone wall and these 2 stone brick top slabs. Continuing on, we're going to go ahead and go back here to our naval gun. So for this, on top of the iron trapdoor right here, we're going to place down a anvil. So right on top of that iron trapdoor, we're then going to place down 2 black wool blocks coming off the anvil, followed by 2 polished andesite blocks, followed by a row of 4 of cobblestone walls. After that's done, on the back of this anvil, we're going to place down a polished andesite block, followed by a stone brick stair like that. On the right side, or sorry, the left side of the stone brick stair, we're going to place down a little trip bar hook, and on the right side, we're going to place down a sign. After that's done, we're going to go ahead and go up here to our first black wool block. We're going to place down a cobblestone wall on both sides. We then want to place down a dark oak wood fence gate that's coming off the cobblestone wall on basically the back side here, and also on this side, which we will actually need to delete that end rod and replace it. So we're going to place down our fence gate there, and we'll need to replace our end rod underneath it like so. After that's done like that, we're going to go ahead and place down a stone brick upside down stair on both sides of this black wool block just like that, and that's going to do it there for our naval gun for layer 3 of that gun. Go back here to this section, we're going to go and take our light gray wool, we're going to place down, or light gray carpet, we're going to place down a row of 3, so 1 on top of this stone brick upside down stair, and 2 across these 2 end rods. For our conning tower, we're going to go ahead and continue building it up, so we're just going to place down we're just going to basically do the same outline for it again. We're just going to copy it up one more time. So it's the same outline that we've been doing. We're just going to go ahead and copy it up one more level for it. So just like this, taking this back, taking our polished andesite blocks back, our cobblestone walls, just like that, and it's continuing up. The only difference here is on the back section, we're going to place down, we're not going to put down another cobblestone wall, we're just going to have 2 right here, and then we're going to leave this space empty like so. And again, don't forget your ladders, again, continuing on both sides. So just like that. Our rungs there with the skeleton skulls. We're then going to place down a light gray carpet on top of this cobblestone wall right here in between the stone brick stairs. Going all the way back here to this back section here, come off this stone slab, top slab. We're going to place down a stone slab. We're then going to place down a stone top slab coming off of it, and then we're going to place the cobblestone wall coming off the stone top slab, just like that. Once you guys have that done, that's going to do it for layer 14. With that, let's go ahead and move on to our next layer, layer 15. Alright, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 15. To start off layer 15, we're going to go ahead and take stone slabs. We're going to go ahead and place down a stone slab coming off this polished andesite block here at about an angle. We want to place down a total of what is going to be 5 stone slabs, so 4 more after this one, so you have a row of 5 right here. After those stone slabs, we're going to place down a stone brick stair, followed by a row of 5 of stone slab top slabs behind the stone brick stair, like that for our cable that's going to run from here to the conning tower to start off with. Going back to our conning tower, or actually, sorry, our naval gun here in the front, we're going to do that first. We're going to place down a cobblestone wall on top of this first black hole block, followed by a skeleton skull on both sides of it. After the cobblestone wall, we're going to place down another skeleton skull right behind it, followed by a stone brick half slab, and on both sides of the stone brick half slab, we're going to place down signs like that on both sides. And once you have that done, that's going to do it there for your deck gun. After that's done, we're going to go and place down a polished andesite block on top of this one right here, followed by a stone brick stair, like that, coming off of it. We're also going to place down there upside down stone brick stair to the left side and also to the right side. After this stone brick stair, we're going to go and place down 1, 2, and 3 polished andesite blocks back. And over here on the left side, we're going to place down a stone brick top slab coming off the first polished andesite block, a stone brick upside down stair, and then a stone brick corner stair on top of these 2 cobblestone walls. After those, that upside down corner stair, we're going to place down 2 polished andesite blocks with 2 cobblestone walls coming off of them to the sides. We're then going to place down 2 2 cobblestone walls after those 2 polished andesite blocks, and on coming off the first first cobblestone wall, we're going to place down a iron trapdoor like that. We then want to place down a skeleton skull coming off this cobblestone wall, followed by a end rod after it, like that. We're going to go ahead and grab ourselves polished andesite blocks, and we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 3 that's going to go across from the back of these cobblestone walls. And we're also going to place down a row of 4 here of polished andesite. It's going to kind of go over to the side there, so something like that. When we get to this section here, we're going to go ahead and go from the middle section from our conning tower. So right in here, we're going to place down a row of 4 of polished andesite back. And we want to go ahead and place down a wither skeleton skull. So we'll need to place down a placeholder block, and we're just going to place down a wither skeleton skull on top of it and delete that block underneath it. So after we get to this point here, on the left side, yeah, we're going to go ahead and go to the first polished andesite block that comes back in this row of 4. We're going to place down one more polished andesite block out to the side. We're going to place down a stone brick upside down stair on top of this cobblestone wall and a stone brick top slab that comes out from it. Going to our next section here, we're going to go ahead and place down there polished andesite block that goes out like that. 2 stone brick top slabs out to the side. Our next row here, we're going to place down a stone brick upside down stair on top of this cobblestone wall and a stone brick top slab coming off the stair. And then come off this last polished andesite block, we're going to place down a stone brick top slab out to the side. After that's all done there, we're going to go ahead and go to the right side and go ahead and put the right side in. So to get started here, we're going to go ahead and place down a stone brick top slab that's going to come off this polished andesite block. We're then going to place down a stone brick, just a regular stone brick stair. So it's going to be a stone brick upside down stair, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 stone brick stairs back. And let me just double check here. And actually, we're going to go ahead and go back a little bit more than I thought. So we have 5, 6, and 7 of these stairs back. We want to go ahead and just fill in the backs behind the stair, the last stair here. So we have a row of 3 polished andesite across here. And come off this stair right here, we want to go ahead and place down another stone brick top slab like that, like so. We're then going to place down a polished andesite block on top of this one right here, followed by again 2 stone brick top slabs that come off of it to the side there like that. After that, we're going to place down a stone brick upside down stair on top of this cobblestone wall, followed by a stone brick top slab that comes off the stone brick stair. We then want to place down a stone brick top slab again on both sides of this polished andesite block to kind of meet the end there, and you can kind of see the shaping of our conning tower, how it's starting to look. We do have some stuff to do on the right side still, so for this we're going to place down a skeleton skull on the right side here, followed by an end rod after it like that. We also want to place down a iron trapdoor that's going to be coming off of this stone brick stair like that, and it's kind of the same thing on both sides there. So you can see from up above what it kind of looks like. We can even go ahead and just fill this space in here in the middle if we want to, though our deck will be raised up one more when we get to it in the next layer. Anyways, that right there is going to do it for the conning tower. Let's go ahead and continue on. So after that, we're going to go ahead and go back here to this section. We're going to go and place down a stone brick slab on top of this cobblestone wall on both sides. We then want to go ahead and take some stone slabs. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 going toward the front. After that, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 of sandstone stairs, followed by a row of 3 of signs on the sides here of these stairs. Same thing over here on this side, just like that. After that's all complete there, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves stone buttons. So we need some, I believe there's some right up here. We're going to take some stone buttons and we're going to place it down on the bottoms of these sandstone stairs, just like that on both sides. After that's done, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4 sandstone half slabs come off this sandstone stair. And then we just want to go ahead and place down a sandstone top slab, and this can be a long row right here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of these stone top slabs going across like that. Anyways, once you guys have that all done, that's going to do it for layer 15. With that, let's go ahead and move on to layer 16. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 16. For layer 16, we're going to go ahead and start off by going to these stone slabs again. We're going to place down a stone slab coming off this stone top slab at about an angle here. And we're going to place down a total of what is going to be 11 stone slabs in a row like that. We then want to go ahead and go up, place down a stone top slab, and we're going to make another row here of 11 as well of stone top slabs this time. So you can see our cables kind of continue to run and work its way up to the conning tower. Once we have that done, we're going to go back to the conning tower section here. We're going to go ahead and place down a polished andesite block on top of this one right here. We're going to place down a polished andesite block right behind it, followed by a row of 5 of gray wool, followed by a stone brick stair, 2 iron trapdoors, a cobblestone wall, an iron trapdoor, and a end rod on the end here. Come off the end rod, we're going to place down a sandstone top slab with signs on these 3 sides that we can put signs on, just like that, wrapping around it. After we have that all finished there, we want to go ahead and now basically work our way out to the sides. So over here on the left side, we're going to place down a cobblestone wall, come off this polished andesite block, followed by 3 polished andesite blocks back, 3 gray wool blocks back, a stone brick stair, 1, 2, 3, and 4 iron trapdoors back, and a end rod like that. For our next row out to the left, we're going to go ahead and go to the second polished andesite block. In this row 3, we're going to place down a cobblestone wall out to the side, a second one after it, 2 polished andesite blocks, 2 cobblestone walls, a light gray carpet, 2 iron trapdoors, and a end rod like that. For our next row out, we're going to place down 2 cobblestone walls on top of these 2 right here. So this continued row up right here. We're then going to place down a red hardened stained clay block come off this cobblestone stair with a stone button on it. It's going to be on top of this iron trapdoor right there. And we're also going to place down just a skeleton skull come off the left side of it. And then we just want to place down 2 end rods on top of those 2 stone brick top slabs. Over here on the right side, it's kind of a similar little bit of a process. We're going to place down a cobblestone wall here on both sides, followed by 1, 2, and 3 polished andesite blocks back. We want to go ahead and go to this first stone brick stair here. We're going to place down 1 and 2 cobblestone walls here, and these cobblestone walls are going to go all the way back here to this row. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have a row of 6 here all the way back to this point right here. On the insides, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of polished andesite directly behind the cobblestone stairs, and just a stone brick stair next to this one to create a row of 3 across like that. So we get something that looks like this from above. We're going to go ahead and go into our inventory, grab ourselves red hardened stained clay, like this, and we're going to place down a red hardened stained clay block on this, on top of this iron trapdoor. We're going to place down a skeleton skull on both sides of it, and also a stone button that's going to come off of the block like that. For this back section here, it's going to be the same thing as we did on the air side, so we're just going to go ahead and place down a row of 4 here of iron trapdoors, end rod like that. Go out to the sides, we're going to go again place down a light gray carpet on both sides, 2 iron trapdoors, an end rod, and then right here 2 end rods like that for that section there. After that's all finished, we can go and do the same thing over here, place down a red hardened stained clay block, and we can also grab ourselves a button. We can place down a button right there on the side there. After that's all finished right there, that's going to kind of do it for the conning tower for this section, and we can go and continue on. We're going to go ahead and go back here and go to these rows we've already established. We should have something that looks something like this so far. We're going to go ahead and continue off of this. So we have the stone slab, top slab right there. We're going to go ahead and continue this on by placing down a row of, my bad, sorry, voice, we're going to place down a row of stone slabs. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. After that, we're going to go ahead and place down a top slab coming off of this one. So we're going to place down a top slab, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have a row of 5 here. We're then going to switch to sandstone stairs. And we're going to place down a row of upside down sandstone stairs. That is going to look something just like that. And we want to place down signs on the side of these sandstone stairs. Just like this. Same thing over here. Like so. And then after that, on the back of this sandstone stair, we're going to place down 1 and 2 stone top slabs, followed by 1 out to the side like that. We then want to go to the 1 out to the side. We're going to go back 1 and 2 more. Going off this one right here, we're going to go off at an angle, go toward the middle here, and place down another stone slab back. So we get something that looks like that. And we also want to go ahead and go off this row 3 right here and place down 1 more stone top slab that comes off at an angle. So we get something that kind of looks like this for this back section. Anyways, that right there is going to do it for layer 15, or it might be actually layer 16. With that, let's go and move on to our next layer. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 17. So for layer 17, we're going to go ahead and start off by going to this row. So we have this row so far of stone slabs working its way up. We're going to place down a stone slab that's going to be coming off of this, or we're actually going to go ahead and start off right here. My bad, I was a little bit too far there. And so we have this row of stone top slabs. You can see they're top slabs. We're going to place down a stone slab that comes off of it. So when it goes up at an angle again, this is going to be a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 of stone half slabs. We then want to place down a stone top slab after it, followed by 1 and 2 cyan stinkway blocks. We're going to place down stone buns on the sides here and also on the bottom of those blocks like that. After that's done, we're going to place down a row of 2 of stone brick top slabs. After those cyan stinkway blocks, we're going to place down signs here on both sides of those slabs. We want to then go from this slab right here, we're going to go out at an angle like this, and we're also going to place down a sign here on the side of this stone brick top slab. After that, we're going to place down a cyan stinkway block like this. Again, stone buns on the sides here. We can't put down them in the middle, so we're just going to put them on the sides. And then we're going to place down a stone top slab after it, like so, for this front section up here. After that's finished there, we're going to go back to this polished andesite block right here for the kind of front here of the climbing tower. We're going to place down a stone brick upside down stair on top of it, followed by a cobblestone wall on both sides. After the stone brick upside down stair, we're going to place down a cobblestone wall, followed by a iron trapdoor on both sides. We then want to place down a redstone repeater facing that direction there, or this direction here, followed by an iron trapdoor again on both sides. We're going to then place down a stone slab in the middle here, followed by an iron trapdoor again on both sides. We're going to go ahead and continue on by placing a cobblestone wall in the center, iron trapdoor on both sides, polished andesite block in the center, a cobblestone wall on both sides, a cobblestone wall on the center, iron trapdoor on both sides, and a row of 3 of iron trapdoors across those 3 stone brick stairs. After that's done, over here on the left side, we're going to go ahead and go to these 2 cobblestone walls, place down 2 cobblestone walls on top of them. We're going to go to these 2 cobblestone walls right here, place down there with 2 on top of them. We're going to place down an iron trapdoor on top of this red stinkway block, and also 2 cobblestone walls on top of these 2 right here. Over here on the right side, it's going to be a little bit different. Obviously, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of cobblestone walls, all on top of this previous row right there that we've been kind of building, and everything like that. So it's just going to be like that, all the way up there, across, like that. We do get this little connection point right here, which is a little bit messed up, but, you know, it's all we can really do for that. Then we want to go ahead and place down an iron trapdoor on top of this red stinkway block like that for the life preserver on the side there. Once we have that all done, we're going to go ahead and build the railing that goes across here for the kind of like where the gun location is. So for this, we're going to place down a iron bar right here next to the cobblestone wall on both sides. We then want to go ahead and go basically out from this. So we're going to go kind of out to the side. We're going to place down a row of 3 here of iron bars like that, and we're going to delete these blocks. We then want to go ahead and go to this end rod right here to place down a placeholder block on top of it. We're going to place down iron bars around like that to look something like that. And we also will need to break these end rods right here from the previous layer, and we're going to place down a skeleton skull at a slight angle like that on top right there, and then replace the end rod like that. And we also need to do it for this end rod right here. We're going to delete that, place down a skeleton skull again at a angle so you get something that looks like this from up above. Then on top of this sandstone slab here, we're going to place down an iron bar, followed by one more off to either side, so we kind of create the railing around our gun position here for the 20mm. On top of the cobblestone wall right here, we're going to place down a stone brick stair, followed by a sign on both sides, and a iron trapdoor come off the back of it, just like that. So after that's all complete there, it's time for us to go ahead and move to this section right here. So we did this in the previous layer. We have our sandstone stairs and everything. We're going to place down a row of 3 of stone buttons on top of the basically on top of the bottoms of the sandstone stairs. We then want to go ahead and go to the middle here, come off this iron bar here in the middle on top of the sandstone slab. We're going to place down a stone slab like that. From this stone slab right here on the sides, we're going to go ahead and place down a 2 stone half slabs come off the top slab. We're then going to go ahead and go out like this, so out one at an angle and then one going toward the front. We're going to go ahead and go up, so we're going to place down 2 that go up like this, so 2 top slabs, and then we're going to go ahead and go inward again and place down 2 that go toward the inside like that. And that's going to pretty much do it for that. I think that's about it. I'm trying to see if there's anything we missed. I don't think that's anything we missed. That is going to do it for layer 17. And with that, we'll go ahead and move on to our next layer, which is going to be layer 18. Alright guys, moving on to layer 18, which is going to be our last layer before we start to get into our final layers. We're almost there, guys. Thank God. It's going to be great to get this thing finished. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to our last layer before we get into our final layers, layer 18. So for this, we're going to go ahead and start off by going to these science thinking blocks up here to place down stone buttons on top of them, just like that, all the way around there. We have this one stone top slab that sticks out past this. We're going to go ahead and place down a stone half slab that kind of comes off of it like that. We're then going to go ahead and go off this half slab out at an angle like this. And then we're going to go ahead and go back 1 and 2 blocks, so you have a row of 3 there. Then we're going to go ahead and go out to the side again at an angle, place down 2 stone, basically 2 stone half slabs like that. And for that's going to be over here on the left side. Over here on the right side, we do need to extend this back 1 and 2 more, so you've got a nice row of 4 on this side, but on this side it's going to be a little bit different. So after these 2 stone half slabs right here, we're going to place down 2 cobblestone walls like so. So anyways, let's go ahead and build this section up. So to get started, we're going to place down a stone brick stair that's going to be on basically kind of on this empty space right here, just kind of floating. Behind that, we're going to place down a end rod on top of this stone brick upstairs stair. We're going to place down a stone brick stair on both sides on those cobblestone walls like that. After that, we're going to go ahead and place down a light gray banner on top of, or on the side here of this stone top slab like that. On the right side, we're going to place down a stone brick stair, which is going to be facing this direction like so, with a light gray banner behind it, and we're going to place down another stair behind it, so we turn this stair into a corner stair. And on the side of this stair, we're going to place down a light gray banner as well. We're also going to go ahead and place down a cobblestone wall on top of this one right here, and we're going to place down a light gray banner coming off of it like that. On top of this section here, we're going to go ahead and, I don't know if I covered this actually up here, we're going to place down a cobblestone wall on top of this one right here after the end rod. On top of this section right here, we're going to place down a polished andesite block that goes up, followed by skeleton skulls wrapped all the way around it like so. For the right side here, it's a bit different what we're going to do for this. We are actually going to go ahead and place down a polished andesite block. So we're going to break this iron trapdoor here, place down a polished andesite block, followed by a cobblestone wall that goes up like this. We then want to go ahead and place down a stone brick stair, corner stair, which is going to basically come off this block right here. So a stone brick stair like this, and a stone brick stair after it. So we turn this into a corner stair like so. After the stair right here, we're also going to place down a gray banner behind this stair right here. We then want to follow that up by placing down 2 stone brick stairs like that with their backs facing toward the outside. Actually, my bad. 1 stone brick stair and then a stone brick corner stair like so. And then we're just going to place down a cobblestone wall like that going back. And that's going to do for this top section up here. And you should get something that looks like this for this top section. After that's all done here, we're going to go ahead and go to our gun. We're going to place down a anvil on top of the iron trapdoor. Dark oak and fence gate on the back of the anvil like that with it opened up toward the anvil. We're also going to place down another brick upstairs stair coming off the anvil, followed by a wither skeleton skull on both sides of the wither or the nether brick stair, and then 2 end rods facing toward the rear. We're also going to place down an end rod on top of this iron trap or this iron bar here in the center, just like that. After you guys have that all done, that's going to do it for layer 18. With that, let's go ahead and move on to our last final layers, which are going to be technically layers 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26, depending on how you're going to make your periscope and all your little antennas and stuff. Of course, you can have them brought down and everything like that, but then we're going to go and kind of put it like that, or you can even have it higher if you want. But we're going to go and just settle with those layers. And with that, let's go ahead and move on to our last final layers. Alright guys, so moving on to our last final layers. To go ahead and get started, we're going to start off with the front of the climbing tower and work our way toward the back. So on top of this end rod right here, we're going to place down a second end rod on top of it. On top of this cobblestone wall right here, we're going to place down a polished andesite block, followed by a gray wool block, followed by 2 cobblestone walls that go up like so. So 1 and 2 up. After that, we're going to place down a nether brick half slab, which is going to be on top of this cobblestone wall right here on the right side. And we also, on top of this corner stair, want to place down an end rod. On top of the end rod, we're going to place down an iron trapdoor, a skeleton skull on both sides of it like that, and a iron trapdoor on top like that. After that's done there, we're going to go back to this section right here. We're going to place down a total of 1, 2, and 3 polished andesite blocks up, followed by 1 and 2 gray wool blocks, a cobblestone wall on top, followed by a second one, and then a gray wool block. We will also want to go ahead and grab ourselves a what is going to be an item frame and also a black stained glass block. We're going to place down an item frame and a black stained glass block like that for the periscope. This iron trapdoor, this item frame did not transfer over when I copied it over here. So just like that. Over here on the left side, we're going to go ahead and place down an end rod on top of this cobblestone wall, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4 up. We're going to place down a placeholder block on top with a skeleton skull, and then we're going to place down a end rod like that to fill that in like that. After that's all finished, we're going to grab ourselves a redstone repeater. We're going to place down a redstone repeater on top of this nether brick upside down stair, like that on the top there for the 20mm gun. Now for the flag itself, pretty simple. We're just going to go ahead and place down a red wool block coming off this end rod right here at an angle. We're going to place down 2 that go up like this. We're going to place down a brick slab coming off the top one, followed by a red wool block coming off the the bottom red wool block, and then a brick slab on the bottom there like that. We then want to go ahead and go over to the side. We're going to place down a red wool block coming off this side here of this brick slab, and another red wool block that goes up like that for the flag. And then we just want to place down a skeleton skull on top of this red wool block, just like that. Once you guys have that all finished, that's going to basically do it for the design for the Type VIIA/B U-boat. If you guys want to stick around and figure out how to learn how to put the camo on, you guys can obviously do so. If you guys were just looking for it in its gray, look and everything like that, you're pretty much good to go. Either way, it will look really nice. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the build. Anyways, for those interested in putting the camo on, let's go ahead and move on to how to put the camo on. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to putting the camouflage on. This is something that's obviously optional. I saw a picture or like a model that had this cool kind of camouflage design for it, and I thought it would look really nice to actually put on the U-boat itself. So that's what I did with that version over there. Of course, you don't have to include this. It's very simple to do actually, and it's something I'm not going to cover too greatly in detail because it's overall really basic. All we're going to be doing is we just want to build a kind of slanted line of color. So basically what I mean by this is we're going to go ahead and basically work a line up here, kind of like a diagonal-ish line, and you don't have to do the same thing as I have for my example over here, or the same thing I'm doing. You can obviously do your own and kind of switch it up. Now we can go to this section here, and we need to make sure that whatever blocks we break, we replace. So we can go and do the same thing right here for this section, and we can even break this section out behind these cobblestone walls and put a little bit of quartz behind it to kind of give it a little bit more white kind of highlight behind it, so it's not, so it's still somewhat visible behind it and everything like that. And we can have it come out here if we want to, fold up like that. And again, we need to make sure we break any blocks that we or replace any blocks that we break. We're just gonna kind of continue this pattern. It's going to kind of work its way here. If we have any stairs or anything like that, we're going to replace it with quartz stairs. And again, we need to make sure we replace the blocks that may break from it, like, anything like that. And we're just going to go ahead and do, these whole lines kind of working its way down. You can obviously make these as big as you want. You can make them, pretty wide, or you can make them real small. You can even vary it. So we'll do like a, bit of a thicker one right here. So have like maybe like a 5-block wide one. So just like this. And, again, we're replacing any blocks that we break. I do need a quartz slab. I don't have one on me, so let's go ahead and grab one. But, just a quartz slab here. We're going to place down this right here. And in this front section, we do not want to replace these stone brick slabs or any of these stone slabs up here, just because we're having this white quartz really showing through on the top there we can't cover. So I recommend not doing that, but you can feel free to kind of do what you want there. So that's going to go ahead and go right there. And so you can kind of see we have a bigger section here, a bigger patch. And you only want to do it on the section where we have this polished andesite. You do not want to be putting it on the gray section here, the cyan stained clay section. Try to keep it to this section all right in here. And this is just a pattern you're going to kind of keep going throughout it, just like that. You can see over here with this one, I kind of just went through it, did some lines going through it, and you can see varying thicknesses and everything like that. It's overall pretty simple. When you get to the conning tower itself, you can even have a line. So let's say you're building a line right here, and it kind of started off right here, something like that. And we can go and break these blocks with it as well. And we'll go ahead and put some stone buttons there to replace the ones we broke. And we can even have it flow into the conning tower. It's the best thing to do. It's probably going to look better instead of just having a random section start here. Try to make some lines from the actual hole itself flow into the conning tower. You can see this one here is a little bit more at an angle compared to the other ones. We can also do that. And this is just going to flow up here. Go up to this section. And just like that, kind of continue working its way up. Like so. And you kind of get the general idea how it's kind of working. And it can wrap around the tower. And we'll actually keep this stair here, and it will just continue working its way up. And remember, we gotta replace any block that we do break. And so that's gonna go all the way up. I'm not gonna bother with that stair, but you kind of get the general idea of what we're kind of going for with this kind of camouflage wrapping around. I'm not gonna go through and do the entire hole for it because there's just no point. You guys get the basic general idea of what I did for the camouflage and everything like that. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for the tutorial for the 16,000 subscriber special for the German U-boat. Hope you guys did enjoy this tutorial for the Type VIIA/B U-boat. Really awesome design. One of my first, marine vehicles, I guess you can say. So hopefully you guys do enjoy it. And that, guys, if you guys do use this design, so you guys can be proper credit for it. A lot of work went into this build, so I do appreciate any credit that is given to me. If you guys do, use this on a world, just be sure to put a sign on it or link my channel or anything like that. And, I'll be happy with that. And you guys are free to use it for a project you guys are working on, as long as you guys give me credit for it. And that, guys, that's going to do it for this tutorial. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been your 214, and I'll see you guys next time.